results, if y'all not really growing together, y'all dying together. You cannot take advice from everybody. Not everybody know what they talking about. A lot of people is in situations because they think they know what they talking about.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like.
Hey, pretty girls with game. It's your girl Adana, and I am back with another video. Yay! Y'all, we made it into 2026. Yes, I'm feeling so excited. I'm feeling so blessed. It's so much that's going to be happening this year for not just me, but for you guys. And I'm really excited to see you guys just flourish, taking all the information that I share with you guys and really blossom into the person that you are meant to be. Before we get into the video, this is just a disclaimer that I'm going to talk to you guys the same way I talk to my best friends, and I do not play about them, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into the video. Like I said earlier, I am really excited to see all of us really flourish into the person that we are meant to be. However, what comes with it is removing things out of our life that really keep us small. And one of those things is going to be analyzing your circle. Okay, because some of the circles that you keep yourself in, or I am to keep myself in, they would really put a ceiling on our growth. So I really want to go into some of the things that happens when you are in environments where you have a lid on your growth. First topic I want to talk about is being in an environment where people put doubt and fear into your plans. Okay, because that's a really big thing. Like, you may not actually be lacking confidence or discipline or clarity. It's the people in your environment that's putting these doubts into your head. Like, you may really feel like, okay, I really want to start taking my business serious, but then you have people in your ear in your circle telling you, oh girl, don't be doing that because they don't make enough money, or girl, you know, you that's gonna be something that's gonna be difficult for you. Like, and you just really don't need that in you. You don't need that around you. You need people that is going to say, hey, if you plan on being an astronaut, girl, I'm about to go on Amazon and buy an outfit so you can go up there. Okay, you need people that is literally going to tell you that you can do anything that you put your mind to. Like me personally, like I had to do an audit on my environment, and I think it's best for me to just be to myself and really learn and educate myself on people that have a higher conscience, people that have a higher way of thinking, because I don't need anybody around me that's going to put any type of doubt or fear into the plans that I have for myself, or that the plans, the vision that God actually gave me. So this is a really big thing. Like, people putting doubt in your plans and fear into your plans. The whole reason why people do that is because they can't see it for themselves. Okay, like sometimes it's really not even about you. It's about them not being able to see that for themselves, so they place that doubt onto you. Anything that people that I'm around, I always encourage them to do whatever that they want to do. I try my best not to place doubt or fear into anybody, because I want people to really explode and really, you know, flourish in the best way that they can. Like, the best thing you can do is really, you know, shoot for the stars. If you know, happen to fall, you learn from that mistake, but you're reaching very high. And that's just so important. Like, you don't need anybody that's gonna be around you trying to put any fear into your plans. Like, that type of stuff, that's some low vibrational behavior, and that is not what we doing. So make sure to analyze the people that's around you and see if anybody is really putting any type of fear or doubt into the plans that you have for yourself and for your future. Another factor that will put a lid on your growth is your circle's mindset. Okay, everybody's mindset is set at a certain capacity of how much they've actually met themselves. So if you are in environments where people are thinking certain things is okay when it's really not, when it comes to growing as an individual and growing towards your goals, you are going to always kind of be minimized a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by that is, if you are in circles where people think it's okay to not focus on their fitness, not focus on growing and learning and educating themselves, and they prioritize things that are just not beneficial to growing as a person, that's going to be kind of what you focus on as well, just by default. You know what I'm saying? If you're around people who are extremely male centered and they only really talk about men, it's not going to help you grow towards the person that you need to be. Okay, you need to be in environments where people is really focused on elevating themselves. You need to be in environments where people is really trying to unlearn behavior that keeps them small, that keeps them not moving forward. Okay, because the hardest thing you can really do is be growing as an individual. People don't want to do that work. People want to be okay with knowing what they know and being how they are. But that can only take you so far. And it really shows. It really shows in a person. Once you really get to know somebody and you get to know how they think and how they just maneuver throughout their day-to-day life, you can really tell where they going. You can tell they either going just where they going, right where they at, or they moving forward in life. And I've reached a point where I've elevated and developed my mindset so much. I know that I cannot be in certain environments that's going to put a lid on my growth. I'm just not going for it. Okay. And we got to make sure we are making those conscious decisions to say, you know what, if I keep being in this environment, it's really going to put a lid on my growth. I need to be around people that's really driven and talking about accomplishing their goals and executing their goals. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. I'm focused on executing my goals. I'm focused on stewarding the things that I have created in my life. I'm focused on peace. I'm focused on just vibrating at a high frequency. And you need people around you to make sure you are doing those things so that you can be headed to the top. Okay? And sometimes you got to realize what people doing and how they executing their life is not helping them get to the top. You got to be able to take away the whole, oh, that's my friend and all this and that, or she cool, I've been knowing this person for a long time. It's not about that in life. It's about where you is trying to go in life. What are your goals? You just need to do an audit on your environment so that you are not putting a ceiling on your growth. Okay, this is going to be a really big one, the mindset. Okay, people mindsets, as you get older, as you continue, as the years go on, you should continue to be developing your mindset. And some people have like an arrested development on their mindset. Like, it's not going nowhere. They continuing to think the same way they've been thinking for the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And that's exactly why their life is the way that it is. And it's just like, if you really ain't seeing no results, if y'all not really growing together, y'all dying together. So make sure that you really take this serious when it comes to your goals and understand, like, you cannot let people put a lid on your growth. The last factor that would put a lid on your growth is who you take advice from. Okay, like, you cannot take advice from everybody. Not everybody know what they talking about. A lot of people is in situations because they think they know what they talking about. And you got to have discernment to understand, like, this person that I'm trying to take advice from, they don't even have the life that I want. They don't even have the confidence that I want. They don't have the level of consciousness that I want to even be thinking at. So it's just like, you got to be careful who you take advice from. At the end of the day, We are all learning in life. Nobody has the instructions, but I will say the person that has the most experience and that has learned through their experience and that has elevated out of their experiences, you can take advice from them. And when I mean by elevated, they've made better decisions moving forward. Okay? You don't just take advice from people who keep making fucked up decisions. You take advice from people who made mistakes and they move forward in a better direction. Because that means that they have taken their advice and they've executed their advice. Like, when people be trying to give me advice and their life still look the same or they still making the same bad decisions, it's just like, it's hard to listen to that. It's hard to listen to that. So really be mindful on who you take advice from, okay? The more I just grow as a person, the more I understand that I don't need to be living my life under other people's limitations or expectations. This is my life and I run my life. And if I believe that I can do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to make sure I execute that and get that done. I don't need anybody to put any fear into my plans. I don't need to be taking advice from people who don't know what they're talking about. Like, I don't need to be doing any of those things. I just need to make sure that I am believing in myself and understand that I need to continue to elevate and grow as a person to reach the level of success that I want. Like, I need to make sure I am becoming her, okay? And that just comes with really doing the work on yourself. Like, I've really been doing the work on myself, and it makes sense as to why my life is aligning in a positive way. It's going in the direction that it needs to be going in, because I am doing the necessary work that needs to be done. And I am doing audits on my environments to make sure I'm not being in environments that put a lid on my growth. Like, I'm not going for that. And you don't need to be going for that either, girl. So I'm really glad that I was able to talk to you guys about this, because 2026 needs to be the year that we is really going to execute our goals. We're going to do anything that comes to our mind. God gave us a vision for a reason, so we need to be making sure that we is executing those, okay? So I'm really excited I was able to talk to you guys. If you have any type of thoughts, comments on this topic, let me know, because I want to hear what you guys think, or any type of experiences that you guys want to share. Put it down below. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.